Hello, my name is Tasha Lewis Jean. My vibe tribe calls me the TLJ, and welcome to my channel. My channel is about my Sisterlocs journey, fashion, finding your personal style, and anything we want to discuss at this big age. But today's session is all about my Sisterlocs journey. I celebrated 2 years since my lock installation, and I wanted to kind of go through my journey with everybody and give you an update. And then at the end of this video, you'll see some of the videos of some of the photos of the journey from when I initially got my locks, and now, as you can see, where it is to this day. My locks were done in Atlanta, Georgia. My sister had someone come to her home and get my installation done. It took 2 days. The last day was probably the most taxing of the days because it was a long 13-hour day. And it finished, I think we were done at like 2 a.m. And so it is the best decision I ever made. I was a loose natural for about 10 years before I became locked. I looked into getting locked. I want to say probably about 15 years ago when it initially came out, and it was uber expensive. And that was a regret. I should have locked my hair then. Instead, I went down the slippery slope as a loose natural, trying everything from keratin treatments to going to a Dominican hairstylist and blow drying my hair to death and damaging all my coils. They did come back. I found a natural hairstylist that all she did was enhance my curls. But it still just didn't look right. And then trying these lock treatments where is leave-in, oil, conditioner, custard, just trying so many different things as a loose natural. And then finally, in July of 2023, I got locked. And I had my locks done. And then shortly after that, after my initial retie, after my locks, where I went back to Georgia to get that done, I then found a loctician in Fort Lauderdale that I've been seeing since. She's been my loctician for the last 2 years, and she's absolutely phenomenal. I get locked. I get my reties every 6 to 8 weeks, and I'm always consistent with it no matter what. No matter what's going on, I'm consistent with my reties. For me, initially, and some of the things that I did, I always braid and band every night, even to this day, even though my loctician and my sis are like, you don't have to do that anymore. I'm like, it's a habit. I find it comforting. And so I do. I braid and band every single night, my hair, no matter where I am in the world. I can be in Paris, I can be in Barcelona, I can be in London, right here at home. I braid and band. Not band so much, but I braid every single night. It helps, for me, it helps keep my hair nice and unified. It helps it not get all tangled, the locks, or them, I don't know. It's just a comforting thing for me. As far as nutrition, I do take biotin every single day. I also do the collagen. So I do collagen powder, and I have that a drink every single day. And I think that's helped my locks tremendously between the biotin. I used to do sea moss. In the initial stages of when I was getting locked, I did take the sea moss gel just to see, because I heard it helped. And yeah, I don't know if it did or didn't. I stopped doing it about a year ago, and now we're 2 years in. Hair still grows. The key, like your body, you live on water. You have to drink water. It does affect your locks. When I'm bad with my water days, my locks are uber dry. When I'm good with my water days, they or what they're supposed to do. I do use the Sisterlocs products. However, I've ventured into some other things for me to try because I have a dry scalp, and so I do have some oils that I initially tried and new. We'll probably do another video where I go into the products that I use. The biotin I use, to be honest with you, it's just store brand. It's a store brand biotin that I take every day. The collagen powder, again, you can pick any one that whatever's on sale, whatever you like. So for me, I'll share all the products that I do use. For me as well, the Sisterlocs journey has been this taking less than a minute to do my hair. All I do is unbraid my hair, spray the Sisterlocs moisture spray, and I go. That's it. That's the extent of me doing my hair, and then I dye. One of the things that I'm very regimented about, that my husband actually helps me with, is checking for lint. Lint is a killer of beautiful locks. And for me, every Sunday, 2 o'clock, I'm checking my locks for lint, or my husband's checking my locks for lint. One of the labors of love of being married to a woman that is sister-locked is that, yes, he checks it to make sure there's no lint in there. If you find lint, just take it out. Do not go with tweezers. Do not damage your lock trying to get lint. And at the end of the day, if you find some and can take it out, speak to your loctician about what is the best way to handle lint. My sister, she dyes hers. So for me, it's been 2 years in, and there's a bare minimal to no lint that I have dealt with at all. I live in Florida, so I don't wear sweaters. I wear sweaters when I go on vacation, and every day, if I'm in a cold place on vacation, I'm wearing a sweater. My husband's checking my locks every evening for me because I do not want lint tied into my locks. And so for me, that's one of the definite things that I am regimented about, is checking my my locks for lint. So that to me, locks with lint, it looks a little unkempt, but that's me. That's a personal thing internally. But I'm lucky enough to have a spouse that understands my crazy, and he does check my hair for lint every Sunday. And I was with my daughter 2 weeks ago, and it was a Sunday, and I was like, hey, can you check my, she's like, okay. She found it awkward, but she did what mommy asked her to do. So that is definitely one of the things I'm regimented about. I'm taking my collagen, I'm taking my biotin, and I'm checking my hair for lint every single week. I wash my hair every 2 weeks. I'm still using clarifying shampoo. I'm waiting for a new shipment of my Sisterlocs shampoo to come in so I can graduate. But if it's not broke, don't fix it. For me, I haven't never dealt with slippage at all during my Sisterlocs journey. Again, for me, it's just following the instructions, and YouTube University was definitely a godsend, making my decision to be locked, talking to my sister who's been locked for years now, to help me navigate through this, as well as my beautiful niece has locks as well. So I joined the family of the female tradition right now as us being locked, and so now everybody's got to help me work on my oldest, because she also is a loose natural, to go ahead and get locked. To me, it would be a game changer for her, but to each its own. I had to come to my decision, so no pressure on her. I'm letting her come to her own decision as well about being locked. And so that's it. This is a 2-year update. Be consistent if you want to get locked. I haven't found any negative except the cost. My reties are $150 every 6 to 8 weeks to get retied. Plus I tip my loctician because she's fantastic. That's it. That is the cost that I deal with, is my reties. However, the cost of products, 0 to nil. I've buy the Sisterlocs product. I bought it 6 months ago and I'm still using it. I buy the concentrated. I add it to a water bottle. I make sure I put purified fresh water in it. Spray my hair. That is it. There is no huge absorbent cost other than your reties and your initial installation. And so for me, at the end of the day, I was spending more money running back and forth to the beautician to go get my hair washed, as well as after my hair, and then her doing enhancing my curls. And that was it. And that was every 2 weeks I had to go, and it was at least $50+ dollars. So for me, it's actually more cost effective for me and my Sisterlocs, and all the products. So many products that I had. I don't spend money on products. That's one. I don't spend exorbitant amounts of money on different hairstyles or hairdos, or, oh, I have a special occasion. Here's the special occasion. And if I want to put it up, I just go ahead and use a claw clip, or I take my time and put my hair up and try different styles. So I'll probably do a styling video as well for how I style my locks. but this is the everyday look for my locks. So for me, if you're thinking about it, I've had zero. I had 4C hair. I've had zero negative effects. When my hair needed something, I gave it what it needed. If my scalp was itchy, then I found the right type of oil, discussed it with my loctician, and I just massaged it into my scalp, not all my locks, but just into the scalp, and I did what it needed. I listened to my hair and did what it needed. And so for me, my lock journey after 2 years, I have never counted my locks. I've seen videos where people count locks. I don't think I have the patience nor my spouse to sit here and count them. But for me, the journey has been absolutely wonderful. My hair is thriving with my locks, and I would not change a thing. I'm staying locked for as long as my hair continues to be enhanced by it. As long as my hair continues to thrive with my locks, I'll keep them. And so for me, my Sisterlocs journey has been a fantastic journey. From the plucked chicken stage, that's when you're real scalpy, to where it is today. It has been, you know, I thank my sis every day for talking to me about it and telling me about her journey, and then helping finding, setting the appointment for me with her loctician, hosting me and the loctician at her home for those 2 days, and always being so encouraging throughout this entire process. So I have nothing negative to say about my Sisterlocs journey whatsoever. And you know me, I am kind of a glass half empty type person, and the glass is full and overflowing when it comes to my Sisterlocs. So this is the 2-year journey, and then you'll see me on my next retie. I had my last retie about 3 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And so we'll do the next retie, but journey has been absolutely phenomenal. No hiccups, bumps in the road would be dry scalp, and then I was able to find the right type of oil to help with my dry scalp, and then was encouraged by my sis. And so for me, nothing bad to say about the Sisterlocs journey. However, the next session will be fashion. Love my lock journey, also love fashion. So whereas we continue to go into fall, winter here in South Florida, we'll continue to post. Please check out the link below in the description box for some of my latest videos. For those who follow just my lock journey, come follow us on as far as for the fashion journey as well. So please comment, please like, please subscribe, and please join the Vibe Tribe.